Hey guys, I am dead fucking tired. I am so tired. I don't know the last time. I genuinely don't know the last time I was this tired. I don't know the last time I got such a short amount of sleep. I do feel better now. I smoked in the morning, and that woke me up a little bit, and then I took a shower. I went outside. My hair is still kind of wet. If you can hear the music that my brother is playing, which I'm sure you can, and it's bothering you, it's bothering me too. But I fucking tell him all the time, hey, can you please turn the music down a little bit? And I'm tired of saying that. Oh, it sounds like he stopped the music. That's good. Just ignore the fucking music. um, I feel like I have so much to talk about. Yeah, but I'm so tired. I don't have the energy for anything. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just make a video. um, Listen to your intuition. Your intuition will tell you what to do. And I don't even know what intuition is. I just know that you can do things based on how you feel. You don't have to be logical. You can just listen to what you think is right. It doesn't have to be smart. It you can just do what you feel like you need to do. I love moving this way. I feel like it always leads me to where I need to go, and what it does is it leads me to the lessons that I need to learn. You are allowed to fail. You are allowed to fail in relationships and have failed relationships. You are allowed to fail at work, in new endeavors. You are allowed to fail. You're going to fail. Every relationship either ends or it doesn't end. So the chances of having a long lasting relationship, you know, and what you want and what you feel is allowed to change. You're allowed to change what you want as you continue to learn and as you continue to feel differently. You need those experiences. Don't be scared of them, and don't be scared to be open and honest about your feelings. Actually, let me respond to a comment. I posted a video called It Is Possible to Change, and I got a comment that said, not to sound emo and cringe, and shit, but sorry, I'm really fucking tired. And shit, but how do I open up more and be more emotionally close or intimate with people? In my whole life, I've never been emotionally close with anyone, even my family. It's always arm's length, and baring my heart to someone is honestly just uncomfortable and weird to me. I just don't understand how to be more loving and open. Could you give me advice? Okay. So, let me say, I'm not a professional, and you don't have to take my advice. But, I don't know, I have experience with being honest and open, and I feel like putting your heart on the line, putting your emotions out there, being vulnerable, a lot of people are uncomfortable with it, and that's because it does take bravery. It takes courage because you don't know if someone is going to hurt you. You don't know if they're going to understand what you're saying, or if they're going to receive what you're saying, or if they're going to hear you. Um, it's scary to try and connect to somebody and to to put your heart on the line. It takes bravery. Also, some people are not good with receiving communication. Sometimes people are automatically on the defense. Sometimes they just don't know what to say. They don't know how to communicate. They are also scared of being vulnerable. So, knowing and accepting this is, step one, I would say. Knowing that it's not guaranteed to be comfortable. You're probably going to have to be uncomfortable, especially if you want to become comfortable with it, because, like, after you get the hang of what you're doing, like, genuinely, if you practice communication and you practice and learn how to healthily communicate and how to not overreact, how to not take everything personally, because not everything is personal. And all of that, once you know that you don't have to be hurt by the things people say or don't understand, because they struggle to communicate as well. They struggle as well. They have their issues as well. You have to know this, okay? And you have to accept this, and you're probably going to have to be patient. Not only patient with them, but you also might have to be patient with yourself to understand how you even feel and what you even want to say. Think of, like, the main thing. Think of, if you struggle with communication, like, say you have so much on your mind. So many thoughts racing. You don't know where to start with somebody. If you could say one thing to this person, what is the one thing that you really want them to know? Do you, more than anything, want them to know that you love them and want a connection with them? Just start there. Just say that one thing and see how they respond. And whatever their response is, you can't control their response. You're going to have to be able to accept their response. And if you, like, don't want to accept their response and you want to counter, like, fighting is not helpful. You have to respond, thoughtfully. Like, the big way to connect with people is to share your feelings. Tell them how you feel. If you don't like their response, just say how that makes you feel. You have to accept whatever outcome, like whatever they say, you're going to have to accept it. So go into the conversation with having the goal of gaining clarity, gaining an understanding of this person. That's your goal. Your goal is to connect and understand this person. Your goal isn't even to connect. Your goal is just to understand that person and attempt to allow them to understand you as well. Again, you can't make somebody understand you. And if they don't understand you, then you probably won't have a connection. And that's okay. But the main goal of communication is understanding. And through, like, understanding and through, like, consistent understanding of each other blossoms connection. So, like, your goal doesn't need to be to make them understand or make them feel a certain way or to make them make you feel a certain way. Your goal is just to have a conversation about what you can't hold inside anymore, what you don't want to keep inside, what do you really want them to know. So I would say start there and be patient with yourself. If you don't know exactly what you want to say, you're allowed to have a moment of silence. You're allowed to sit there and they can wait for your thoughts. When they're like, are you going to say something? Just be like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to gather my thoughts and understand my feelings before I talk. Or something like that. Just be honest. And I know I'm saying just be honest as if that's not literally your struggle. Like, it's not always easy. But I don't really know if I have advice to make it feel easier. It's like exposure therapy. You just have to practice. Like, if that's really what you want to do, is be close and connect to people, you're going to have to accept vulnerability. Also, I would say you're going to want to have a connection with yourself. You're going to want to have an internal support system. We can't always regulate our emotions, like we can't always control our emotions, but we do want to have an underlying knowledge that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. No one ever died from sharing their feelings. The world is not going to come crashing down if you get rejected. I've been rejected. You've been rejected. We've all faced rejection in our lives. The rejections that you face are not they're not a gauge of your worth. They don't define your worth in any way. The most beautiful, funny people get rejected, and it's because it just happens. Like, people lose feelings. A lot of the times people lose feelings when they are hurt. A lot of the times people are just damaged and they're protecting themselves. Maybe they don't want to risk being hurt and they're scared of being vulnerable. They're scared of the future. They're scared of their pain. They're scared of rejection. Not everyone is going to, want you. Not everybody wants me. Not everybody wants her. Not everybody, nobody wants everybody, Some people just aren't meant to be together. And, yeah. Rejection is literally a part of everybody's life, whether it be their parents or relationships or friends or work, or everybody faces rejection. It's not just you. And I know it feels like a huge hit to your ego when you feel rejected, but that's why you need to not reject yourself. You need to have that support system within yourself so that you can accept that you'll be okay, even if you don't get to have a connection with them. And once you accept all these things, I do think it kind of makes it easier to open up and try to connect with people, because you just give it a fair shot. Just give it a fair shot. Do what you believe you can, share your feelings, ask them how they're feeling. Ask them about themselves, things that you want to know about them. I think that is a way to connection, is to learn about people and to learn more about them, what they believe in, what they believe, what they think about themselves, what their relationships are like, anything like, why do you want a connection with this person, right? It's probably because you're interested in them in some way. So get to know them. Ask them questions like, what do you want to know about them? And this will spark a conversation with things that you can connect on because you're asking them personal questions, probably relevant to like your own interests and beliefs. Sorry guys, outfit break. I'm wearing pretty purple leggings. I'm obsessed with purple lately because it's just so deep and like I just love purple, and some pink fuzzy socks. And this is actually my ex-boyfriend's shirt. I think it's like a video game. Normally I like cinch it. Yeah, this is my outfit. And my hair, it's still kind of damp from my shower, so it looks like fluffy on my bangs. And then it looks kind of damp here, so just ignore that. Not that anybody cares, but yeah. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. I've been saying this a lot lately in my videos, but like truly, I guess it's something that I've learned a lot, especially in the past year. I've had a very, very painful year, let me tell you. But I've been saying this a lot. You need to accept pain. You just have to accept it. You have to accept the uncomfortable, painful parts of life, genuinely. And you have to find value in them. Because they are inevitable. And if you resist it, you are resisting growth, healing, and learning. Because we need pain in order to grow. We need it. You grow confidence through rejection. Through rejection, you gain yourself. Through miscommunications, you learn how to better communicate. Through pain, you learn that you are strong. You can handle pain. But yeah, if you want to connect with somebody, I would just say do what you can, you know? Quality time together, like spending time together talking, even if it's just on the phone for however long. Like, if you have something that you want to talk to somebody about, like, call them, like, try to spend time with them, do what you can. And also, you can only do what you can. And this is why I say, like, go, like, listen to your intuition and listen to your feelings and, like, because sometimes if you've tried and tried and tried and tried with a person, you know, you eventually have to give up if it's just not working. You know, like, your feelings can change, you're allowed to give up. But, you know, if a connection is something that you really want, do what you can. Do what you can. Make yourself, like, make it clear that you are available to talk to, you know? You don't have to be available for everything, but you are available to talk to connect with. If that's what you want, you are available there for that connection. Make sure that they know that, you know? And I guess when you've done everything and all that you can, you'll know. And you'll know when it's time to give up and when it's time to move on. Because your feelings will shift. You'll start to feel like you are okay without them. And so you'll know when it's time to stop trying. But if you don't want to stop trying, if you really love this person or you really want to know more about this person and you feel like it's unfinished, like you're allowed to keep trying. It might take a while, like, and sometimes it won't work, and sometimes it'll hurt. But, if it hurts, you'll move on. And, but some people do just take, like, people are damaged, people are hurt, and people have issues, and people don't know how to do other people. Like, a lot of people have these issues and haven't faced the challenges. A lot of people want to avoid challenges, and many people, if you do choose to continue trying with them and trying to understand them, they will probably appreciate that. And eventually they'll be like, wow, this person has been so patient with me. And I really appreciate that. They must really care. And I'm not saying I'm not a professional. I'm just a girl. Like, I am just a girl. So, like, take everything I say, like, take what resonates with you and, like, what you want to believe and everything and what you have faith in and you trust in. Like, don't just listen to everything that I say. I'm not a professional. So, like, don't be patient with somebody so that they love you. Like, don't be patient with somebody just so that they love you and that they one day come around to you. But if you want to be patient with somebody and you want to keep trying with somebody, you're allowed to give it a shot, If you want to show them grace and tenderness because that's genuinely what you want to do and you feel like they deserve it, then I personally don't really see a problem with that. Like, it's gonna hurt either way. Like, if you want a connection with somebody, like, and it's a challenge, either way it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt if you cut it off, or it's gonna hurt if you, like, I don't know, if you give it a try. Like, it'll hurt no matter what, and you, I guess, have to accept that. And with that information, just choose what you think you really want to do. It is not emo and cringe to want love. Literally everybody wants love. Like, literally everybody wants it. I don't think we can live without it. I think we need it. It's like a need. It's like a primal need. And if you want love, like, you do not need to be ashamed or embarrassed of that. And you do not need to be ashamed or embarrassed for attempting to have it. That is not weakness. That's bravery. That's brave and courageous and strong and all of the above. If you ask somebody their biggest fear, like, a lot of people are going to say, oh, losing the people that I love, being alone, being rejected, heartbreak. Heartbreak is my biggest fear. A lot of people, the way that they're acting in relationships, if they're mistreating you, a lot of people, like, even the people doing shitty things like cheating or, I don't know, what the fuck ever they're doing. I don't know. Players or people who, like, hop around. A lot of them are acting out of fear. They're acting out of fear because they feel unlovable. They feel like they can't keep love. They feel like they're going to be rejected. Like, so many people are acting out of fear. But I don't think you can be emotionally close with somebody without being vulnerable. You have to be vulnerable. You have to give them the ability to hurt you. And connection blooms when you build trust with somebody, when you accept each other, when you understand each other, when you start to really care about each other, you start to think about their fears, and you both, you know, don't want to hurt each other, like that type of stuff, you know. Um, in this comment, it said, "In my whole life, I've never been emotionally close with anyone, even my family." Um, I felt that way with my family for a long time. Um, Sometimes it's just really hard when a relationship is already one thing. It's hard to turn it into something else. Like if if you feel distant from your family and you felt that way your whole life, it's gonna take time for you to feel close with them. But if that is something that you really want, then take the time. Spend time with them, talk to them, and express your feelings. Like, you can't get close with someone without expressing your feelings. But if you want to change things, then you are going to have to change. You're going to have to change your behavior. If you're treating somebody poorly and that is stopping you guys from connecting, you're going to have to change your behavior. If you are scared to talk about your feelings and that is preventing you guys from connecting, you're going to have to change your behavior. A lot of times, if you change, they change. You hurt somebody, you become hostile towards them, and then what happens? They start becoming hostile towards you. Many times, if you are gentle with somebody and patient with them, they will feel that they will do that with you. And if you're not getting the treatment that you deserve, eventually you have to leave. But I relate to this where, like, with family, there's these, like, preconceived notions. Like, they've seen you at your worst, they've seen you at your stupidest, and your youngest, and your most naive, your dumbest moments. Your family has seen that. And so for me, I guess at times I feel, or before, I kind of felt like that's just how they see me. That's just how they're always going to see me. That's just how I'm always going to be, especially around them, because sometimes I struggle to connect with people or reconnect with people because, like, I feel like they already have their image of me and I don't know how to act differently from that. I feel this pressure to act accordingly to, like, what they already know about me, as if I haven't changed. So you're gonna have to throw that out the window and just be yourself. Be who you are. State what you know. Tell them what you believe. Like, be yourself. Be who you are. Who are you? And, you have to have that relationship with yourself. You have to be confident in... You don't have to be... Like, nothing is concrete. You're allowed to change and everything, but, like, I know who I am. I'm a strong woman. I am giving and affectionate and thoughtful and artistic. These things about me, they're not going to change. I'm funny and adventurous and goofy, and these are things about me that will never change. A lot of things have changed about me, but those are going to stay the same. And I want to be who I am, no matter what room I'm in. Alright, this video is getting kind of long, so I think I'm going to end it, and I don't really think I have any more advice. But, be brave, and put your heart on the line. It will pay off. If you want to connect with your mother, it will pay off to put your heart on the line. And if you want to connect, like, it'll pay off and it'll be okay. Everything will be okay. Be brave, be vulnerable. Don't be scared. You know, like, you are amazing and you deserve love and connection, and it is possible for you, and you have everything you need. You have yourself, and that's all you need to connect with another person. You can connect with anybody if you spend enough time with them, you know, if you ask them, if you learn and grow with them, you can connect with them. So it takes time, patience, and sometimes it takes pain. Sometimes that's a part of it. That's a part of growing together and becoming closer and intimate, is having a lot of feelings. And it genuinely does take openness. You have to be open to the person. You have to be open to your feelings and to difficult conversations. And you have to be open to things changing and open to something new. And it takes love. It takes love. You're gonna need to have some love for this. To the person who asked for this advice, thank you so much for seeing something in me that you wanted to hear more advice from me. And I really, 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 genuinely believe in you, and I can see that you have a desire for connection, and that's all you really need. And I believe that you will find exactly what you're looking for, and I want you to believe in that as well. And I want you to know that you are great. You're great, you have a big heart, and that's not something to be scared of. That is something for you to love about yourself. And yeah, I'm sending love towards you, and I truly hope that all of your dreams come true. And thank you so, so, so much for listening. And to everybody else, if anything here resonated with you or helped you in any way, let me know. Leave a comment, giving me your thoughts, and feel free to open up in the comments about your connections and your struggles and everything. If you have any questions or requests for more videos, let me know also. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out some of my other videos, namely There Are Things to Hold On To, Aspects of Life, and notes app scans of my sketchbook. Yeah, those ones. Check out those. Anyways, I think it's time to end the video. So peace and love. You guys are super great. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been Foggy Dottie.